Shelley Winter Show. In the studio with me is Atlanta History Center's Gordon Jones. He's a senior military historian and a lead curator of More Perfect Union, the American Civil War era. So before we went to break, we were talking about the war as it started. I want to go to after the war. What's the exhibit tell us about after the war, especially something that we may not already know? Like, I can't wait to read John Brown's letter.
Okay, fair enough. Well, here's the thing. When we come out of this war in 1865, two great things have happened here. First of all, the Union is put back together again. Okay, secession is laid to rest by force of arms, and so is slavery. And what comes out of the American Civil War is the 13th Amendment to the United States Constitution, which forever bans enslavement. Remember, in 1861, there was a compromise amendment on the table that actually passed through both houses of Congress that would have guaranteed slavery where it then existed as a way to try to avoid the war. 1865, we have something completely different. So there's a great big change that's happened. Yes, but at the same time, whole bunch of unanswered questions. Okay, you may have ended slavery, but what happens to the people who were kept in enslavement?
Right.
What happens to them? Are they going to be citizens? Are they going to be allowed to vote? What kind of liberties will be extended to them? What kind of liberties do they want? What do they need? Right. Basic things. I want to have my marriage recognized. I want to have my children made legitimate in the eyes of the law, because up till this time, we were nothing but property. So that we had no rights whatsoever. The Supreme Court had said that in the Dred Scott decision. So what is freedom going to look like? So we take you through that, and we also take you through what the country suffered. And we have these sections of the exhibition we've titled them Outcomes, Loss, Freedom, Victory, Defeat, Reconciliation, Reality. What were these different outcomes? Because it's not the same for everybody.
Right. That's amazing. Before I ask the next question, ladies and gentlemen, put this on your calendar. Dr. Jones and I have decided on September 12th, we have a football game, so I won't be doing the Car Guys show. So if you want to, you can meet me at Atlanta History Center at 2 p.m. There's a fee for the exhibition, right?
There is. Yes,
right.
A general admission fee,
Right.
but I'll be there too. Okay, so add me to the attraction.
Yes. Yeah, Dr. Jones will walk us through the exhibit. So, but please put on your calendar September 12th, 2 p.m. I'll make a flyer. I'll share it on social media. But if you want to go with me and we can all walk through this exhibit together, I think it'll be really cool for us to do it all together as a listener base and a talk show host. And we all listen to Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones, do you think we to a certain large population in this country, I don't agree with it, but to a large extent they say we haven't resolved these differences, that we're still fighting through these differences. What is the exhibit? How can the exhibit help us see where we are in that fight?
Well, one thing that we do is we take you past the so-called Reconstruction period, which really it doesn't end straight up in 1877, like you see in your textbooks. It really goes on through the 1880s. By the 1890s and early 1900s, Jim Crow really starts to close in, particularly in the South. But then what happens after that is the next generation, and some in that generation, of course, are going to fight back against that. So you have a tradition of Black leadership and Black political activism, even though it's largely kept under the table by the white majority in this country, it is still there. It keeps that memory of emancipation alive. And then come 1940s, 50s, 1960s, it's going to relight that flame, and that's the civil rights movement. So another question that we ask is, when did the Civil War end? Is the civil rights movement the end of it? Not really. Are we still seeing shadows of it, of our American Civil War? Perhaps so, because have we formed a more perfect union? Is our union perfect? Will it ever be perfect? Of course not.
Can it be perfect?
Can it be perfect? It's the striving. It's the striving that makes us distinct. It's the striving that makes us American. That is the greatness of our country, is that we're striving towards this thing. So I'm going to leave it up to you, the visitor. You tell us what you think. Have we? How far have we gotten on this thing? What else do we need to do? So
what else can we do?
Can
together?
we do?
Right.
Can we do? So I'm going to leave that open ended. That's one of the things. I don't want to. We don't want to put our opinions in. There's no opinion. There's just the factual information. You decide. This is for you.
Dr. Gordon Jones, ladies and gentlemen, 9/12, September 12th, 2 p.m., we're all going to meet at the Atlanta History Center for the More Perfect Union, the American Civil War. You can join us. Dr. Jones agrees he's going to join us as well. And let's go through this together. I think it'll be powerful for all of us to do it together. So if you're available, September 12th, 2 p.m., let's do it together. Last words, Dr. Jones, and thank you for joining me. I appreciate this very much.
Thanks so much. Look, here's the thing. We just want y'all to come. We want y'all to engage. You know, we tried to put as much as we can into the words through the words of the people at that time, but you may find things that you disagree with. You may find things that you agree with. That's great. Main thing is we want you to engage with the exhibition. And if we can just cause you to have that little thing in the back of your mind, that little light bulb where you go, oh, yeah. That's what I'm thinking about. Oh, yeah, that reminds me of such and such that happened in my family. If we can just give you that, that's wonderful, because the more you know about history, the more you know about your life, the sweeter life is.
My man, Dr. Gordon Jones. I look forward to seeing you again on September 12th at 2 p.m. at the Atlanta History Center. Ladies and gentlemen, follow me on social media. I'll be posting a flyer for our big date. God bless you, sir. Thank you for this exhibition.
And thank you. God bless you.
We'll be right back.
Oh, man, that's great.
How sweet the sound.